everybody. Today you join me in glorious low resolution for a walk around using my not GoPro, otherwise known as beard cam, because I'm sure, certainly if I do this, I'm sure you can see plenty of beard. This is mounted on my shoulder, parrot fashion, like a true pirate. And I'm going to try and show you around the studio, although, yeah, might not be the best quality. The reason I'm doing this is because my actual camera, my DSLR that I usually record on, is back at the repair shop after it was fixed in January. It started playing up again and is not turning on properly, so it's gone back to the repair shop, and I'm going to try and use this camera to waft us around so that you can see some of what's going on. And at the moment my room is an absolute state because it's pre-Salute preparation, so all of this, this is all the terrain that I'm going to be running games on at Salute. This is all boxes of stock miniatures which will be waiting for labels, so I'm waiting to put some labels on those. This is my packing box, so I'm using this to sort and pack all of my little baggies of miniatures. Here's my Goblinoids and Warriors combat card sets that are going to be used, or I'm going to try and get these ready for Bring Out LED. So these are ready. The ones up here, the Warriors combat card sets, I need to paint up. Over here, this side of things, I've moved my Vermeer onto this shelf down here, and then I've currently got some buildings just temporarily residing there. I'm going to do something else with that shelf a bit later on. Down here you can see the debris leftovers from packing Thunder Under Mount Silence, which are now in these boxes over here. So if I walk over here, ta-da! Ignore that. This is more stuff I was making for my display stand for Salute. And here are the boxes for Thunder Under Mount Silence, ta-da! Which I'm packing. As you can see, there's only 50 of them, but they take up quite a lot of space on there. And so I've packed all of these board sections that I've cut out. Those were packed in those boxes down there, along with linen boxes on that bottom edge there. Here, these are extra baggies for Salute, along with these metal trays here. These are my sort of stock boxes, so when I pack orders, that's generally what I pack from. And over here under the table, if you'll excuse the rustly plastic that is leftovers from packing Mount Silence, these are my White Dwarf issues that I need to do. When I get my camera back, I can finally record a come on brain, I can record a Decades of Dwarf video. Yeah, down here where it's really dark and you probably can't see under the table, this was where I had some winter scenery. I've now changed my display stands, so these are my display stands that I will have with me at Salute, and these will hopefully help me when it comes to packing stuff in the winter when it's too cold and damp for me to go out to the shed. I'll have everything that I need in here. I can access it readily. I can keep stock levels up to date, so I think it'll be really good having that. While I'm down this level, you can see my scenery stacked under the table there. This is lower than you normally get a shot of in my studio. I'm sorry that the quality is probably pretty lousy. Here are my White Dwarfs and various other bits and pieces, and then on the bottom row here is my current stock of Woods books. Here's the White Dwarfs, here's my Encyclopedia Warhammica. Here's my Dungeon Bashy shelves, so all of my HeroQuest etc. stuff is in there. Here's my cabinet of dioramas. You'll remember the HeroQuest diorama that's here. I've now sorted out. I need to finish up my Great Spine Dragon diorama that's up here, and on then various other. I've got my Dreamstone stuff down here on this shelf, and then there's some other bits that I need to sort further down, and then this space in between is space for sort of individual project bits and pieces, dioramas and the like that I'm hoping to put together. Here's my 40k and Blood Bowl section. At the moment I've got my Phagons out because over here on the table, if you can see in amongst all the rest of the stuff, oh, it's nice to have some light, isn't it? Over here on the table, on my painting table, I've got a couple more Phagons and some of these Cyber Minotaur things from Nightmare Miniatures, and some Phagons riding these big, I think they're Icor Urban Mammoth Viridian machine, Viridian, is that what they're called? The faction in Urban War, Urban Mammoth, don't know. Anyway, these big riding lizards, getting those ready for a game that we're playing in May, end of May, to mark Chris's birthday. So here's my little painting station. I'm having a few days off this month. I'm hoping that once I've packed all of this stuff away, I can get a bit more painting done. I've started painting up my Brian Ansell diorama for Bring Out Your Lead. Here's Undermount Silence Miniatures, and I've got this guy who you won't have seen yet. This guy's another great big kind of ogre-y trolley character, and I'm just painting him up at the moment so that he's ready for Salute. I'll have these on pre-sale for Salute, and then they'll go up on the web store. They might go up in the web store at the start of next month, actually. I've got quite a few of them cast up because they were being cast along with the Mount Silence miniatures. So yeah, he's a big ogre-y brute who's going to be one of the Stalu chieftains, and because I'm going to see Lordy, finally, after about 20 years of wanting to see Lordy, I'm going to see them next month, just before Salute actually, and so I thought it'd be really fun to paint him up as a Mr. Lordy character. I've also got some sculpting underway. These are part of this set of sculpts that's over here, lurking in this box where it's dark and you can't see. So these ones I started about 6 weeks ago and was hoping to have them finished by now, but I've got a few little bits, a couple of heads left to do and the hat on this guy, and they're Maid Marian and her Merry Men sculpts that I'm hoping to be able to convince whoever holds the rights, whether it's Tony Robinson or the BBC, to be able to let me produce a range of those in miniature, which I think will be fun. They've been a lot of fun to sculpt. They've got really cool characterful heads on them. And over here, hiding under this box, we have got some of the Maid Marian comics that I'm using as a reference for getting a kind of caricature-y look to them. So there you go. You can see my big Bob Rosses down the back there, and I've got this year's Bob Ross calendar up on the back of my door there, and here are my shelves, obviously, with my lovely painted finished armies on. So as you can see, it's total devastation at the moment, but I will get it back in order eventually. Once Salute's over, I will get this all back into the orderly state a month ago. I hope that's not too grainy. Hope hasn't given you too much of a migraine trying to look at any of that. And yeah, I shall see you again next week when hopefully I shall have my camera back. Cheerio.